Hey guys, Ron Bondo Build Construction here. We got a 48 by 48 barn, that one behind me, that we're pouring today. It's got some radiant heat in the back of it, so we're gonna use the conveyor truck to try to hit the back area, and then we're gonna use the old track buggy to do the areas that we can't, that don't have the tubing in there actually, because we can't drive the track buggy where the tubing is. So that's what we're up to today. Stay with us. I don't know if you guys do this, but this is one thing we always do. We put a cone at our jobs out by the road. Just got a orange cone, stick it out there just off the side like that. I mean, this job, the barn's way out back, so you know, it just helps the drivers get in and out of here quicker. Not out of here, but in here they find it a lot quicker. So, you know, if a driver doesn't find you, then he could be late getting there, or you might have a gap between your trucks because he drives by. So just something stupid, but it sounds stupid, but we do it, we always do it, and it just makes things nice. Just throw a road cone out there. This is the barn that we're doing. She's 48 by 48. It's got some radiant heat in the back. We installed this tubing the other day. It's got 4 loops in here. Kind of a weird shape. They're basically gonna have like an apartment in here. There's a sliding door over there. That's how we did the tube, and it comes up into the utility room there. 4 loops, like I said. Kind of divided it up. 1, there's 2, there's 3, and there's 4. We run 300-foot loops in this barn because it was 1,200 square feet. So 1 foot of tubing per foot of space is 1,200. So that's how we did that. We got a conveyor truck here today. That's what we're gonna do. Gonna try to get this conveyor in there through those doors to shoot those harder to reach areas. So just getting things set up. Got some water reducer in here today. Per Mike Day, everything about concrete recommendations. We're gonna try it. See how she flows today, because we gotta pull it a little ways. We're gonna stretch that conveyor out, shred it through the door. That's what we're doing. Hopefully not hit anything. Cross your fingers. Going in here pretty good. Guide him back, Jay. Get up there so he sees you. That it? Yeah, bring him back as far as you can. It's gonna make it nice. Shoot that back corner right there. That hard to reach area. Nice work, bud. So we got 2 trucks here. We got the conveyor truck, and we got another truck. We sent them both at the same time. So Jason's gonna be pouring with the track buggy where we can reach, and then we're gonna hit where we can't reach with the conveyor truck. He's got her back in there pretty good. Hey guys, Bondo here. Today we got a pretty unique situation going on here with this floor. I'll just narrate you through how it went. We had 1,200 feet of radiant heat in the back of this barn that looked, they were going to do like an apartment in the back of it, have some living area, and then the front was going to be a garage. So what we did was get the conveyor in there. This conveyor reaches out a long ways, and we could hit the areas that you can't drive that track buggy on the tubing. So we're going to take this conveyor here and pour the hard to reach areas, and at the same time I sent 2 trucks in there at the same time. So the conveyor truck had 10 yards on it, and the second truck had 10 yards on it. So we were working out of both trucks at this point. The conveyor was just dumping the back areas. I was controlling the chute on the conveyor, and my son Jason's running the track buggy, and he's working out of that second truck. So we're putting a lot of material down here quick. It was hot. It was blazing hot. We poured this floor today, so I'm putting a video together right now. But it was well into the 90s, and it got over 90 inside that barn once that concrete started to heat up. And we started pouring this at 7 o'clock in the morning, and it just heated right up quick. So there's Jason. We're trying to teach him how to bow float. He's kind of new to doing the concrete with me anyways. We're trying to teach him a few things. We got Evan on the track buggy now. He's a young kid, college kid. We're trying to teach him a few things too. So Josh just pulled up the wire. Sometimes the wire gets in the way of the track buggy if you got to turn around. So it's Josh moving some wire out of the way so you can turn. And we use the power screed. That's me on the power screed. We use that today. We put water reducer in this concrete. I've been watching Mike Day a lot on his channel. If you haven't checked him out, go over to his channel and check him out. He's real good at flat work, so been watching him. He uses a lot of water reducer in his concrete. We didn't really use a lot of it before. I've only used it a couple times, but it really makes the concrete flow a lot better. So I knew we were going to have to pull this job in some spots. We're going to have to pull the concrete a long ways, and I knew it was going to be hot, so we wanted to pour it at a pretty loose slump so that it was more workable, but we also didn't want to weaken the concrete. So what we got here, this is 3,500 pound concrete, and like I said, it's got that water reducer in there, so it made it really nice and easy to work with. It power screeded really well. It flattened right out nice, so we were able to move pretty quick. We put all this concrete down in like an hour and a half, hour and 3/4, about an hour and 45 minutes to be completely done with it all in there. And we had to put the bulkheads on the doors too, so that's pretty good. Especially with how this barn was, it was kind of funny having that tubing in the back like that. Just created quite a challenge. It had a form board inside there too to divide, because when you got a heated area and the other area is not, you got to put some foam in between the two areas so your heat doesn't migrate out through the slab. We just keep working our way down through here, and we waited on, if you look in the picture, you can see the sun's beating through those doors, so we wanted to wait on that till the last minute, because that's going to dry really fast in those doorways. So here's what it looks like after we got everything in. You could really see the sun shining through those doors, and that's what you got to pay attention to sometimes when you're doing these. I mean, look at those sunshine through those doors, those 2 spots. That's going to dry really fast, that area. So when you're pouring these floors, pay attention to that. That'll help you out. You want to be right after that area. You don't want that to dry too fast. That'll actually catch right up to the floor. It's the last place you're out, and it'll be the first place that dries. What's up, fat guy? I knew you'd look.
Sleeping.
You're sweating, bud.
We're heating this shit.
Yeah, it's warm in here. The boys are hitting the edges. Can we save it, Josh? We can save it. See the bleed water in there? We don't want to hit that yet with the power trowel. They're boarding the edges right now. What do you think, Ryan? I'm gonna hit some of that down there. So as soon as I could, I wanted to get in on this floor and start knocking it down with the power trowel. Because, like I said, it was about 95 degrees in this barn. 90, 95 degrees. So here I am on the power trowel, just, I call it half lapping. I'll run the trowel down through and then I'll go halfway across the other line. That's how I do it. Some people run 2 lines and then they buzz one up the middle. But I just half lap it. That's how I was taught to do it. Here's Josh running the edges around some of the pipes and stuff. He's just mag floating. And I'm up there. I'm hitting those sun areas right now. If you pay attention, I was just up in that doorway already. I'm in that doorway, and that's starting to dry faster than the rest. So we actually had 2 machines in on here. You could see Josh's machine sitting there. It's not running. And there we go. We're both on the machines, and just trying to go in a pattern. I like to go in a pattern, but you also got to pay attention to where your trucks were. Each truck is going to be a little different. You got to kind of remember where you stopped and started. I mean, we had that board in there, so we knew that that back half was the first place that we poured. But you also got to jump in on these sunny spots, like these doorways and where the windows shine through, and where you get a breeze coming through, like that sliding door in the back. There's a breeze coming through there, so we had to hustle on this thing. I mean, we were really flying with it to get it closed up quick enough. Once the concrete starts to chemically react and it's that hot, it doesn't take long, and you don't really get to stop too much. And you just keep troweling until you get it burned in. I call it burned in. I don't know what you guys call it. Let me know what you call it in the comments. You call it burning your concrete in, shining it out. There's different people call it all different stuff. Basically, it's when the concrete starts to turn black, and you got to be careful because it can get pretty slippery when it turns black like that. But when it's hot like this, you really can't leave it too fuzzy. You're gonna have to burn it in and turn it black, because sometimes we can stop and leave a little bit of a kind of a non-slip type surface, but when it's hot like this, you really can't do that very well. I never had any luck doing it. You just end up shining it out, burning it in, whatever you want to call it. That's pretty much how you end up getting a decent finish. Well, here she is. We got her all burned in. Turned out good. See you on the next one.